Hello all. Today we are going to discuss read the sentence question type of Duolingo English test. So it's one of the question types in Duolingo English test. So for read the sentence task tips and techniques we are going to discuss in less than 10 minutes of time. Okay, let's get into the task. So it is a task screenshot. This is how you will get the task in the real examination, and you will be given 30 seconds of time. Remember, you will be given 30 seconds of time to record yourself by saying the statement. Okay, statement will be displayed clearly on the screen. Okay, you need not to worry. So when you are ready, just click on the record now button at the end of like corner at the end right side. You will find the record now button. If you click that record now button, you will be able to record your response. So don't forget, the time given for doing this is only 30 seconds. 30 seconds means less than a minute. 30 seconds, 30. And when the timer comes to 10 minutes and it count down to 10, 9, or below 10 seconds, it turns into red color. The timer turns into red color. Okay, right, don't forget this. Next. So sorry, as I told you, you'll be given 20 seconds of the time for finishing the task. That's a reading the sentence. Okay, so clearly understand the intonation pattern throughout the text. Usually one cannot understand the intonation pattern, because intonation, when you observe the intonation can be observed when someone speaks. Okay, right, but I'm telling you here, try to understand where you can incorporate, or where you can raise your voice, or where you can lower your voice. Okay, right, while reading a sentence, identify whether you can raise your voice at the beginning or at the end. Okay, if any, try to incorporate the same in your response, and observe stressed words, because those stressed words will convey clear and critical or much essential information for the sentence. Okay, Nama? Right, not paraphrase the words. So here also there is no possibility for you to paraphrase the words. Okay, as exactly as printed on the screen, you need to tell the same. So there is no possibility for you to incorporate synonyms, or you need not to paraphrase. Clearly you need not to paraphrase. Okay, you need not to paraphrase the words. Right, try to maintain the correct word order. So I told you clearly, try to maintain the correct word order, because it is clearly printed on the screen. Then there is no possibility of making word order irregular. Okay, Nama? Right. Next. So general tips. When the task starts, try to speak the sentence. When you look at the task screen, just click the record button and record your response. Don't waste your time for understanding the meaning of the text, because it is not necessary, and try to speak the sentence in a natural way. So don't entrench yourself, like to speak like an American, to speak like an Australian, to speak like a native British people. Don't don't focus on your style, tonation. Simply speak the sentence in a natural way. Okay, right, once we click the record button, the microphone will automatically open up for recording, and you should then try to speak the sentence as correctly as possible, because most of the people will definitely read the sentence as exactly as printed on the screen, because it is displayed continuously on the screen throughout the task. You will see the sentence printed on the displayed on the screen. Okay, so on what parameters you will get the score? You will be judged on two parameters: oral fluency and pronunciation, as well the correct order also. Okay, right. So here for pronunciation, apart from pronunciation and oral fluency, like there will be a score for intonation. So intonation, you need to clearly know intonation. So what do you mean by the word intonation, and what does it convey? Intonation is the melody of the language, and is made of pitches, high, low, qualities of sound. Okay, that rise and fall. It can, intonation can indicate anger, surprise, hesitation, confusion, sarcasm, interest, or lack thereof. Okay, so in English language we have four kinds of intonation patterns. Got it? Falling tone, rising tone, non-final, and wavering intonation. Out of all the four, today we are going to discuss only falling tone and rising tone, because these two, if you learn these two tonation patterns, there's more than enough for doing the task correctly. Okay, Nama? Right. Firstly, falling tone. So falling tone is when we lower our voice at the end of a sentence. Clearly remember, falling intonation is when we lower our voice at the end of the sentence. Right? End of a sentence. Right. Okay. This usually happens in statements and in questions. Okay. This usually happens in both statements and in questions. Okay. That contains the words like WH words. Where, when, what, why, how, who. These are called information questions. Okay. Here are some examples listed. So first example. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So if you observe clearly, here I raise the tone the starting of the sentence, and I slowly reduced or lowered my voice when when comes to end. Okay. Right. Clearly observe. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So it's statement. So falling tone you can observe in statements and also in questions. Clearly remember. So now, what's your name? So what's your name? It is not that you need to pronounce what's your name. Okay. You need to pronounce in the manner that clearly expresses the tonation. Okay. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? So right here, the pink one and the yellow color. Yellow color indicates lowered voice, and pink color indicates raised voice here. Okay. So in both of the sentences, like one in statement form and the other in question format, you need to reduce or lower the voice at the end of the sentence. Okay, Nama? Right. Let's get into the next intonation pattern. Rising tone. Rising tone. Rising tone is when we raise the pitch of our voice at the end of the sentence. Okay, clearly remember, when we use the rising tone, when we raise the pitch of our voice at the end of a sentence. Okay, we use this kind of intonation in questions that are answered with yes or no. So for example, if I ask you a question, are you an American? Yes, you simply say yes or no. That's it. Okay, right. So for yes or no kinds of questions, usually we raise the pitch of our voice at the end of a sentence. Are you an American? Yes. Excuse me. Okay, right. For example, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. If you observe clearly, I raise the tone, I raise my tone, I raise my pitch, I raise my voice at the end of the sentence. So right. So these intonation patterns, both rising tone and falling tone, clearly gives a clear impression and clear understanding of what you said. Okay, right. So don't focus on the meaning here. You need not to focus on the meaning, because the task sentence, what you are supposed to read, is clearly given on the screen throughout the task. Okay, throughout the 20 seconds of time, the sentence will be displayed on the screen clearly. That's why it is not necessary for you to focus what exactly the sentence is conveying, the meaning. Okay, right. So simply you need to read the sentence much more accurately, clearly. Okay, by following tonation patterns. And but it is not necessary for you to remember the sentence. Okay, don't remember the sentence, because it will be printed on the screen. Okay, like for example, if you try to remember each word, like it can become quite burdensome and difficult. It's a waste idea generally. Okay, right. Oral fluency. Oral fluency is a measure of how well and how easily you can communicate with your ideas clearly and accurately in your speech. So how oral fluency is calculated? Oral fluency is nothing but the number of words spoken by a candidate in a given or a specified time. So it's generally considered as oral fluency and its rate. Okay, right. So what I advise you is, try to focus and speak at a natural rate. No need to change your voice for the task. So what exactly the voice you have for you, clearly with that voice you can go ahead. Okay, Nama? Right. Next, pronunciation. See, one cannot improve their pronunciation rate in less time. Okay, so you can improve your pronunciation by following some measures. Okay, learn to listen. Okay, keep on listening some audios. You will observe the pronunciation, how they are pronouncing, how they are making the words pronunciation, where they are giving the stress, and in what manner they are expressing the words. Okay, right. You can observe it if you keep on listening the words. if you keep on listening the sentences, if you keep on listening the audios. Okay, right. Mostly try to listen British accent audios, Britain accent audios. Okay, ma? Right. Notice how your mouth and lips move. Observe how you rotate your mouth and how you like move your lips when you're pronouncing a word. Okay, pay attention to your tongue, because tongue is the critical one which makes your pronunciation clear and which makes your pronunciation worst. Okay, break down the words into sounds, break words down into sounds. Okay, right. Clearly divide or dissectify the words to get the clear sounds. Okay, right. For example, any words which will convey the information, you need to stress them clearly. Okay, you need to stress the words clearly which convey critical information or clear information. Okay, you need to identify them in the sentence, and you need to stress, and you need to give stress to that word, right? Like the same, you need to give some exaggeration for certain sounds, for certain words. Okay, hola, I see, I see. So for these kinds of words you can give exaggeration, so it makes clear sense. Okay, right. So hope you understood. We have given few tips for read that sentence task, and thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please do subscribe, share and comment. And for more information, if you like to know more information about Duolingo English test, please visit our website englandenglish.com. Thank you. England English.